There, YouTube, is No Life Grimjog coming at you today with a little bit of a different video. Kind of going over. I've been goofing off with DevPro a little bit, um, and a couple weeks ago when I finally got my internet turned back on, I got on DevPro and noticed that they had made more Mecha Phantom Beasts. Like I said though in some of my other videos, it's been kind of a while since I've seen any of the new cards. So seeing the Mecha Phantom Beasts, it was kind of an interesting sight. Something I wanted to kind of go over with you guys. Maybe see what you guys thought about it. I'm going to go ahead and log into my DevPro real quick. I'm just going to open it. I'm going to put it in offline mode so you guys can see it a little better. I have used this on DevPro a little bit. It is kind of interesting to play with, but at the same time it's kind of hard as well. So I don't know if you guys can see it very well. This is the setup. I got 3 of the War Barons. I've got 3 of the Ray Stealths, 3 of the Hamsters. That's the Blue Impalas, Black Falcon, the Tether Wolves, 2 Cobalt Colt Wings, 3 of the Harrier Aids, 3 of the Raptors, 2 Vertical Landings, 2 Scrambles, 3 Sonic Booms, and then my staples. Pot of Avarice, Heavy Storm, 3 MSTs, 3 Dimensional Prisons, 2 Bribes, a Solemn Judgment, and a Warning, and then 2 Aerial Charges. And then this is the Mecha Phantom Beast, Conco Ruda. I've got 3 of them. I run 3 Draco Sacks. I've got 2 Big Eyes. That's the Dreadnought Cannon Express. Heart Earth Dragon, and then that's the Dyson Sphere. I know that's only 12. I kind of need to add some more in there for other reasons, but they're there. And it's kind of a fun deck. I enjoy it. 9 times out of 10 when I open up in a game, I always end up with Tetherwolf. Tetherwolf says when he's normal summoned, I special summon 1 Mecha Phantom Beast token. It's a level 3 wind type machine. Of course, with all the Mecha Phantom Beasts, their levels increase by the level of all tokens on the field. So when you summon Tetherwolf, he's already a level 4, he gets a level 3 token on the field, he becomes a level 7. But he also states that with most of the Mecha Phantom Beasts, as long as you control a token, the Mecha Phantom Beast monster itself cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects so long as you have a token. But battle damage, of course, still applies. It's kind of a give and take situation. Tetherwolf's other effect, though, states when during the damage step of either player's turn, if this card battles your opponent's monster, you contribute a face-up token once per battle. Then this card gains 800 attack. He's a 1700, 1200 defense, but he's 1700 attack, so giving them that 800 point boost, it's really helpful. But 9 times out of 10 of the opponents, they realize, hey, we got to get rid of the token first. But, they get rid of the token, then you're kind of just SOL. Anyways, with the word of advice with the Mecha Phantom Beast, I've noticed it here in DevPro, and with me being a judge and everything, I'm kind of going along with the way they do it because it's how it works. Say, for instance, you have a token. You've got 2 tokens on the field. We'll leave him out of the equation for right now because he throws everything into a loop. But say you've got like 2 tokens and you've got a Mega Raptor and a Harrier Aid, so we've got a Mega Raptor and your Drago Sack. Right, Drago Sack says the same thing. While you control a token, it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Well, let's say you have Heavy Storm, or you do Dark Hole. I'm sorry, I'm a little off today. But let's say you've got your opponent activates Dark Hole. Dark Hole will only hit the token, because Dark Hole hits all monsters simultaneously, not in one row. So Dark Hole hits and it destroys the token, but it leaves your Drago Sack and this Raptor out on the field. Alright, which means your opponent's now stuck fighting against a 1900 attack and a 2600 attack. But 9 times out of 10, of course, if you've got a Drago Sack on the field, you've got other tokens. You've got 2 tokens. Alright, because of his effect. Well, maybe 1 because you used it. But Raptor's a whole different story because he states whenever a token's summoned to your side of the field, you special summon another token. You special summon a Mecha Phantom Beast token. You can only use his effect once per turn, So it's kind of fun. It helps a lot. As with all of them, their levels increase by the tokens levels, all tokens on the field. While you control a token, as with most of them, he can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. But once per turn, you contribute a token to add one Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your deck to your hand. He plays really well with the Harrier Aid. He says once per turn, when another card's effect is activated by tributing a monster you control, special summon one Mecha Phantom Beast token. Tokens are considered monsters. Alright, so when you activate Raptor's effect to tribute one to add to your hand, Harrier Aid's effect activates as well. You tribute your token, you get to add to your hand, and then Harrier Aid specials to the field. Colt Wing, it's there, he's a level 4. It's mainly there for my Blue Impala. He's a level 3 Synchro tuner. He's really how I get to my Conquerorita. He's a 2400 attack, 1200 defense. He's a level 7 machine wind type monster. One tuner, one or more non-tuners. Tokens, he states though, tokens cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If this card is on the field, is destroyed by your opponent's card either by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard. You contribute all tokens you control to target one level 4 or lower Mecha Phantom Beast monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. Excuse me. So he goes along with what we were doing earlier. Let's say you've got Conquerorita on the field, you've got a Raptor, you've got a Dragosack, and you've got a token. You've got 2 tokens. We'll say you've got 2. Just for kicks and giggles. Your opponent activates Darkhold or Torrential Tribute, something where it destroys your monsters all at once. Conquerorita would be the only one destroyed, and leaving your tokens to stay on the field to protect your other creatures in case your opponent does have something bigger planned. Totally works. The War Baron, he gets used for a Synchro Summon. Cool. Awesome. When he's used for that Synchro Summon and sent to the graveyard, you get a free Mecha Phantom Beast token. He does state, though, you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate his effect except for wind monsters. However, everything really in my deck is wind, and of course the Dragosacks and the Conquerorita are winds. Of course, Big Eye and then Heart Earth Dragon, the cannon in my Dyson Sphere are not. Actually, Dyson Sphere, he's a light. Yeah, he's a light. Dark, Earth, Big Eye's dark. So, anyway. Stealth Ray states, anytime he deals combat damage to your opponent, you special summon a Mecha Phantom Beast token. He's a 2100 defense. He does do damage sometimes, depending on the kind of decks you're playing against. This meta, though, however, you really don't get to see him used a lot. I've used him a couple times. He saves me a couple times. But he doesn't do the damage to my opponent to get my tokens. Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrator. Straight up. He has been released. I know some of these have, some of these haven't. But for those of you who don't know, whenever he's flipped face up, you special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. His level is increased for the levels of all Mecha Phantom Beasts. While you control a token, he can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. You contribute 1 token, then target 1 Phantom Beast monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. You can only use the effect of this monster once per turn. Really, what I do is I set him in my turn. My opponent will attack him. He flips up. He specials his 2 tokens, but he's still destroyed. For those of you who might be wondering, well, he wouldn't be destroyed because of his effect. No, he's destroyed, but he's flipped face up, so he gets the tokens. Of course, the Mecha Phantom Beast Blue Impulse, he's got the special effect where if your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can remove him from play and you get a token. Kind of helps if you've got other monsters in hand and whatnot. It helps. Mecha Phantom Beast Black Falcon. He is a lifesaver. Oh my god. 1200 attack, 1700 defense. When he declares an attack, before anything else happens, he declares the attack. You get your token. You can be tokenless. You summon him, you swing with him, you get your token. Alright? Of course, he gains levels. He can't be destroyed by battle or card effects while you control the token. However, he states once per turn during either player's turn, you contribute one token to target one monster your opponent controls and change that target to face-up defense position. He does target face-downs. However, the face-down monster's flip effect, if it is a flip effect creature, does activate. So you're it's a win-win situation there. Cult Wing, when he's special, you get 2 tokens. Hair Raid, when another monster's effect happens where you tribute a monster, you get a token, but you can tribute 1 token to special 1 Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your hand. Harrier Raid, you tribute a token, he specials as well. Vertical Rising, tribute any number of wind monsters except for tokens, and special any number of Mecha Phantom Beast tokens up to the number of monsters you tributed. You can only activate 1 of them per turn. It kind of helps a lot. Scramble, if your opponent's monsters on the field outnumber your non-token monsters on the field, tribute any number of tokens and special an equal number of Mecha Phantom Beast monsters from your deck. Shuffle them into the deck during the end phase. You can only activate 1 Scramble per turn. Sonic Boom. Now, I know a lot of people, and I've read a lot about it, and I've seen a lot of people talking about it. It's a really good card. Here's the thing, though. You can, during your turn and your turn only, you target 1 of your Mecha Phantom Beast monsters you control this turn that targets original, and I do specify its original attack is doubled. So we'll come up here and we'll do something simple. We'll do Black Falcon. Black Falcon's 1200. You activate Sonic Boom, his attack becomes 24. Here's the kicker. If you have 2 Sonic Booms set, yes, you can activate them both and you can target Black Falcon with both of them. However, Black Falcon's attack will not become 48 and it won't become 36. It is still 24. Alright, just kind of clarifying that, because I've seen a lot of people talking about it where, oh, Sonic Boom, you can activate 2 of them on your monster, it becomes like Black Falcon to become a 4800 attack. No, it doesn't. DevPro tells you that when you're playing. It doesn't let you. But it inflicts piercing if its attack is higher than your opponent's monster's defense. And that monster that you've targeted is unaffected by spell or traps. That turn, but during the end phase of this turn, destroy all machine-type monsters you control. Monsters other than that target can't attack this turn. But if you've got tokens on the field, your tokens take the hit and your monster stays. Anyways, you guys know what the staples do. Aerial Charge is the new one. Once per turn, you can special 1 Mecha Phantom Beast token. During each player's end phase, though, you must tribute 1 token or a Mecha Phantom Beast monster. If you can't, you send this card to the graveyard. It's kind of big out there. It's one of those where you've got to keep an eye on it. Anyways, that's the deck. It's 47 cards. It keeps up with the March ban list. Conqueror, you guys know what Dragosack does. You guys know what Big Eye does. If you guys aren't so sure what Super Dreadnought Cannon Express does, these 2 level 10s, once per turn, detach a material from this card. You inflict 2,000 points of damage to your opponent. He's a 3,000, big monster. Heart Earth Dragon, 3 level 9s, he can't be destroyed by battle, and your opponent takes any battle damage involving this card. During your opponent's end phase, you can detach creature, blah blah blah. And then Dyson Sphere, you guys know what he does. Anyways, that's my Mecha Phantom Beast deck, guys. It's one of the ones I love most. I'm still kind of tweaking it a little bit, but I enjoy it. I have fun with it. It's there, and I love it. If you guys are ever interested in trying it out against me or playing against it, let me know. On DevPro, No Life Grimjow is there as well. But anyways, guys, it's been real. Talk to y'all later.